Everybody is going to need a piece of paper, and we are going to turn it landscape. This is portrait, this is landscape. So you're going to have it turned to landscape, and you need a pencil or an eraser. No, pencil and an eraser. Although I don't want you to use your eraser too much. If you use your eraser a lot, you're going to get behind. I don't have anybody sitting in my classroom, so I can't judge how quickly everybody's drawing. I'm going to go a little bit slower than I normally do, but you're going to need to keep up, which means you can't talk. You can't look away from the screen because you might miss something. So make sure you're drawing with me and trying to keep up. Now, I'm going to mute for just a minute because I'm going to change the camera angle. Everything we do is going to be shapes and lines, and everybody can do this drawing. We are going to start on the right side of the paper, about 2 inches down and about 2 inches from the side. I want you to draw a circle. It's a fairly small circle. And then we're going to change that circle into a dot. And how do we do that? Yep, we fill it in. We are going to just color it in. I want you to leave a small area uncolored, like so. Okay, from the top of that circle, we're going to bring a line down and out to a point on both sides. And those are just little short curved lines. Both of these lines, I need them to hold hands, but we can't just draw straight across. We're going to make it come to a point. We're going to dip down and then back up. On this point over here, headed towards this side of the page, we're going to make a little bit of a curved line. It's going to go down and back up. And then this is a really fun part. We're going to curve down to a point. Don't go too far. I'm not even at the halfway point of my page yet. We're going to make it point like so. We're going to come back up here where we started that, and we're going to make another curved line. And now, I've told all of y'all that we cannot rest our arm on the table. If we rest our arm on the table, this is as big as we can draw. Our arm needs to be able to move so that we draw big. We are about to draw a really big line. It's going to start here. I want you to watch first and then draw. It's going to start here. It's going to curve up to make a hill. It's going to start curving around, and then it's going to come down. So it's kind of a lazy S. So your whole arm is sliding on the paper to make that. And notice how far down this line goes compared to where my circle is. So it's pretty far down. We're going to go back to here, and we're going to mirror this shape right here. We're going to come in and go back out, and I want it to end at the same place, but they're not touching yet. To make them touch, we're going to use curved lines, and these curved lines are called scallops. Watch how I do this. Scallop, scallop, scallop. Have you figured out what we're drawing yet? Probably so. Awesome. Now, before we leave this area, we're going to come right back up here for a minute. And right here, I want you to put a triangle shape. And then we're going to color that in. All right, here comes the next part. Again, our whole arm has to move. Big arm movement, big arm movement. We're going to start here where this one ended. I want you to watch. I'm going to dip down. I'm going to come back up. And I'm going to end on the back of that heel. It's like a big old baked potato looking thing. So notice how much space I have over here, how much space I have at the top, how much space I have at the bottom. I got that? Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Awesome. All right. Back down here where this line ended, we're going to come in again. We're going to make a big line. It's not going to go close to the end, to the bottom though. We're going to curve down and stop about there. Okay. This line needs to touch this line, but we don't want to draw straight across. We want to do these scallops again. So here we go. Scallop, scallop. You can have as many scallops as you want. And while we're in this section, we're going to fluff him up a little bit with some scallops. They don't have to go all the way across. It just gives them a little texture. We're going to do the same thing with this area. It needs a little texture up here. Because if you've guessed, we're making a turkey. And turkeys are fluffy. They have feathers. So floof them up a little bit. Okay, let's go back up under here. This is his beak. Under his beak, turkeys have this little gobble thing. We're going to draw down and give him a little gobble. And all that is, we start with a curved line and then we wave it. All right. Big feathers back here, but they're not all the same. So we're going to start here, not here, but up a little bit. And we're going to make a really long feather that comes back. And another one. And then a shorter one. And then an even shorter one. Notice I'm getting closer to that potato looking thing. And a shorter one, and I'm going up the page. And a shorter one until it touches his potato. That's not really his potato though, is it? That's the big old body. Now, does that look like turkey feathers that we've seen? No, they have that little psh that floats out. So let's do that. So we're going to come up here. We're going to give him a big spiky feather here. And a rounded feather here. And some rounded feathers here. And now we're going to go up. And up. And up. And around. Now he's got that big, beautiful tail. What's our turkey missing? Yep, he's missing his feet. He cannot run away from the hunters if he does not have feet, right? Let's give him some feet. Let's go back down here. Give me twin lines. Those are lines that look the same, but don't touch. On this line, the back line, we need a little sticky outie. And then another short straight line. And then a line that goes out to a point and comes back. This little back toe. And we're going to come here and we're going to draw out to a point. And then we're going to give him another one. And that's going to join that back foot. And he needs one more up here. He's standing nice and strong. But how many feet does a turkey have? Nope. 2. but we're looking at his profile. So we're looking at one foot. We're only going to see part of another foot. So let's do the same thing we just did. Twin lines. Make this one a little bit longer. Sticky outie. Little line down. Get that back claw in there. When we get to that line, we stop because it's behind that other foot. And this one's just going to go out. Maybe, no, we probably won't even see it. Let's just make some lines right there. Awesome. So now what I want you to do, I want you to take your drawing. I want you to color it any way you want to. You can make it realistic looking. You can make it crazy wild colors to make it look like pop art, like Andy Warhol or Romero Brito. This is your turkey, your Thanksgiving. You do whatever you want. I'm going to make my little head a little fuzzy, a little furry, by adding those curved lines in there. You can write Happy Thanksgiving. You could turn this into a card or a centerpiece for your Thanksgiving table. I hope you all enjoyed this. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving and love you. See ya.